Grab your pencil and get ready to discover the amazing globe-trotting adventure behind your everyday eraser. Hold an eraser in your mind. It looks simple, like it just appeared in your pencil case, but it's actually a traveler with a secret passport full of stamps. To understand an eraser, we have to split it into ingredients. Rubbery material for the main block, powdery minerals to make it work better, and a paper wrapper that grips your fingers. Some erasers start with natural rubber, which comes from trees that make a milky liquid called latex. Workers carefully tap the tree bark so the tree can keep living and growing. Other erasers start with synthetic rubber, made from oil and gas found deep underground. Drilling rigs and pumps bring these liquids up, and then factories turn them into new materials. But the eraser isn't only rubber. Many recipes add minerals like limestone or silica, dug from quarries with enormous machines that scoop and crush rock into fine powder. Here's the middle ground truth. We need these materials for school supplies, but taking them changes landscapes. That's why rules, inspectors, and scientists work on safer digging, land repairs, and protecting nearby water and animals. Now the ingredients start their big trip. Latex or oil-based chemicals, mineral powders, and wrapper paper can come from different countries, meeting like puzzle pieces in one factory. Imagine the factory as a giant kitchen, but for materials. Huge mixers need rubbery stuff with mineral powder until it becomes a smooth dough, and the air feels warm from all the working machines. Next comes the heat and shape magic. The dough gets pressed into molds, like waffle irons for rubber. It comes out in long sheets or strips, ready to be cut into eraser-sized blocks. Fast blades slice and stamp the pieces, and the corners get rounded so they feel nice in your hand. Quality checkers look for cracks, bubbles, or weird shapes, because a good eraser should wear down evenly. Let's not forget the wrapper. Paper usually begins as trees, turned into pulp, pressed, and dried into sheets. Managed forests can grow new trees, but we still have to be careful about habitats and water used in papermaking. Then the wrapper gets wrapped tight around the eraser so your fingers don't slip, and so the eraser stays cleaner in backpacks and pencil cases. Little machines do this fast, folding and squeezing with perfect timing. Now comes the mega delivery. Boxes ride in trucks, trains, and huge ships that cross oceans like floating cities. Every mile uses energy, and engineers are working on cleaner fuels and smarter routes to move things with less waste. Finally, the eraser reaches a store, a classroom, or your home, ready for its real job. When it rubs away a mistake, it turns into tiny crumbs, and those crumbs are a clue that the eraser is slowly becoming part of the world again. Here's the big takeaway. That small eraser took trees or oil, rocks, machines, heat, and long travel to reach you. If you use it until it's truly worn out, keep it clean, and choose refills or low-waste supplies when you can, you're respecting the massive effort the earth and people put into making it.